Hello, my name is Jupiter Hadley, and today we're doing another version of Jupi Plays All the Games, this time with the Asylum Jam. This is the third year of the Asylum Jam, which is a horror-based game jam that challenges developers to make games that doesn't have negative mental health or medical stereotypes. So they discourage asylum-based games and games with insane people. It's just horror-based games that are people-friendly, really. There are over 100 games entered in this jam, so I'm playing each one for about a minute, 10 per video. Links will be in the description if you want to check them out. If you want to check me out, all my info will also be in the bottom of the description, and eventually I'll have an article of my favorites after I finish the series, so check out Fireside for that. As always, thank you very much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. It all helps me very much. And that's it. Let's check out these games. Next. We're playing it Into the Darkness. You wake up, you check your surroundings, very dark and strange creatures roam about. There seems to be no way out, but you can tell that other people have been here before you. There are batteries and data bits all about. Perhaps if you piece all the data together, it could tell you the way out. These are the enemies. Avoid them at all costs. Despite having no visible eyes, they can see you just fine in the light. This is your battery meter. It powers your light. This is a battery. It will recharge your battery meter. Your light runs on battery, so the brighter your light, the more battery it uses. Use the mouse wheel to brighten it and dampen it. Okay. Alrighty, game. Loading. Right. I can only move forward for whatever reason. Oh, that's why. Alright, so we'll lower our light just a bit. If you go this way, just hope he doesn't like come into our light. He's kind of following it. This is kind of neat, scroll wheeling your flashlight. Not really sure what I'm looking for though. Other than maybe a way out. Well, data bits. I'm not sure what data bits look like though. Nope. Some green over here. Oh. Nope. Meant to actually get way less than that. Way less light. Ah, damn. God damn. Next. We're playing Chain Letter. Please do not stop reading this post. There was a girl named Amanda that loved her boyfriend very much. They hated being apart so much that they would text each other constantly about whatever they were doing. On the night of her boyfriend's birthday, she dressed up in his favorite dress and went to cook him a special dinner. While she was cooking, her boyfriend said we should see other people. Amanda was heartbroken and stabbed her boyfriend with a knife she was using to cook. When she realized what she had done, she started crying and ran out of the house into traffic where she was killed by a passing car. If you don't send the story to 5 people in the next 15 minutes, Amanda will text you happy birthday, and if you read it, she will come for you. Okay. This is like one of those like internet posts on Facebook and emails and shit. Maintenance closet. One new message. Can't wait to see you tonight, babe. Awesome. Can't wait to see you either. Why am I in a maintenance closet? There's a checklist of things to clean before leaving. There's nothing that says hold shift to run. Huh? Oh shit. Looks like there's what looks like to be there's what looks to be a body in a blue jumpsuit thrown into a corner. The jumpsuit may or may not be the only thing holding him together. Hey man, you alright? That was a dumb question. Of course he's not alright. I don't want to look at this anymore. Boxing the severed pieces of pipe in different lengths and thicknesses. Take one. Yeah. Shelf with several types of cleaner and a few basic tools. Empty trash can. What the? It doesn't feel like it's locked. It's something blocking it. Slide the pipe under the door and take a few pokes. You feel something and you give it a swift jab. Looks like it's open now. Go through. A wooden chair. I guess is what blocking the door. One new message. Hey babe, would you mind staying in your room for a bit for the surprise for you? And I don't want you spoiling it. It won't be long. Alright. It's a workplace safety sign. Remember the 3 L's of safety. Look, listen, let someone know. If something's wrong, it likely is. The best health insurance is to stop accidents before they happen. Manager office. There's a note taped to it. Hey man, I was taking some crates from the record room into the alley and left my key down there. Could you do me a favor and lock the alley door for me before you leave? Also, be sure not to let yourself get locked out. Someone from the city should have showed up tomorrow to steal the front doors. Thanks, Manny. This is interesting. Next. Playing Unkindness. This is a demo. Okay. Saturday, 10 p.m. Deep beneath the city streets. Wow, I suck at reading today. On the last train running down the tracks for the night sits a young girl, not older than 9, sound asleep. The train's repeating ka-clunk noise has become like her very own lullaby, but tonight she's loud. The girl didn't know what the shaking was, maybe an earthquake or a cave-in. As she stood up, confused, a loud screech ran through her brain like a migraine. But before she was able to comprehend what was happening, the train came to a sudden crash. Somehow, our little girl was not harmed. She got to her feet and looked around the car. She was the only person on board. Maybe the other passengers were in other cars. Hopefully she could find help. The little girl looked at the book in front of her. At first glance, it seemed to be a comic book about a boy and girl falling in love. The little girl had no interest in the comic, promptly ignored its existence. The little girl found today's newspaper. It was left there by a passerby. I like how it says the little girl time. To our driver's cabinet, but you can't open it. Alright, what about this thing on the wall? The girl posted on the wall talked about safety on the train. It felt like it was a bit of a cool joke to read after what had happened, but nonetheless she did. There were a fire breakout in one of our trains. All passengers remained calm. Automated sprinklers would activate, blah blah. Should the fire become too large, all the doors get opened. So we need to probably make a fire at some point. Oh. The little girl couldn't believe her eyes. It was the conductor of the train. Despite the horrific image of the corpse, the girl couldn't help but look at the scene. Her neck was snapped and the back of her head had been split right open by blunt trauma. The little girl felt lucky to just have lost her balance in the crash, and she looked at the blood at her feet. The pool of blood. The little girl found something. It was an ID card belonging to the late conductor. He might help her escape. This is really weird. Next. Playing Two Boats Crash, Part 1 and 2. For whatever reason, it's a bit cut off my screen. This is now full screen. Alright. So my shipwrecked on this island. Bit of a red light. I don't know if I want to go in this weird town. Looks kind of like I'm gonna have to though, regardless of my want. Right. There's a shit ton of controls in this game. Normally you can view them with F1, but I don't have an F1 key. Oh god. Just waiting for scary stuff to happen. Go towards these blinking lights. It's like a fire. Some stuff. A wheel of cheese and shit. Where is everyone? Oh fuck this weird noise. Okay, it stopped. Alright. I don't know, have fun exploring this town. Next. We're playing Red. Alright. I'm on a train. Alright. I'm so much bigger than everyone else. Never actually ridden a train. Oh wow. This jump is pretty good. I like this graphics. These graphics, these weird, like, I don't know, whatever it's called that I'm like leaving behind. Alright. Gosh darn it. So is this like me dreaming or something? Gosh darn it, I'm not very good at this. Like pictures of me walking around with my head off. Okay. This is kind of creepy. Next, we're playing Silver. This is it, your new room, a little more Spartan than your last, but it makes up for it in size. High ceilings, original cornices, Georgian finishings. It might have been the sort of room that Jane Austen promenaded about in, or at least watched other people promenade about it. I don't know what that means. The large mirror over the mantelpiece, a splendid set of drawers, a beautiful Persian rug draped across the varnished floorboards, and a queen-size bed, all very promising. Your tenancy agreement sits on the bedside table. Inspect the agreement. The letter states that the term of your lease, no candles, no pets, no subletting, and its period, a year and a day. You are not to remove a single piece of furnishing from the room. The kitchen is communal, although for the first month you have entirely to yourself until the next tenant moves in. If any repairs are needed, you need to call Mr. John Lockwood. The bottom is your signature. Miss Jane. Well, your name is your compiation. I'm a painter. And finally, your place of birth, Harwood. Home of the Bronnets and a thriving trade in twee romanticism of isolated misery. You put these documents aside, everything seems in order. You are at home, or at least here. How will you spend your day? You're all moved in, fresh groveries spread all over the kitchen, which you've determined to enjoy while it lasts. The things you like are on display. The things that are necessary safely enclosed in various boxes, drawers, of which there are many, and cupboards, of which there are also many. A new city, very small town. Well, small town. The light peeping through the curtains suggests it's still morning. It'll be dark soon enough. Best to make the most of it. Get some work done. I don't know. This seems like a pretty neat game. I'm just having trouble reading. I'm kind of tired. But seems like a neat story. Kind of want to know what's going on in the town and who's going to move into this beautiful house next. Playing Unfamiliar Sheets. Hey guys, wait up. Hey. Guys? I lost my friends before we even got into the Halloween party. I wasn't too concerned, since it was just a house party and it didn't seem to be too crowded. They have a habit of running off without me anyway. Go into the party, let's look around. The weather was cloudy and dark, pretty standard for autumn. I looked around the surrounding area and it seemed to be pretty dull, a typical neighborhood in my opinion. The house party seemed to be pretty small scale, not very interesting. I was beginning to question why we kept coming to these parties. Maybe we'll do something different next year. Go into the party. Made my way up to the house and opened the front door. Suddenly I wasn't feeling very well. My vision was blurred, my ears were ringing, and I felt sluggish. Maybe I was getting a migraine. Something definitely wasn't right with me. I decided I would head into the party and find my friends. The living room was more crowded than I'd realized, my senses dulling even further as I made my way through the crowd. I looked around the party, scanning faces for my friends, but I couldn't even recall what they were wearing. My memory was foggy and my vision was even worse. I thought maybe I should sit down and get a glass of water from the kitchen and I'd feel better. Let's sit down. I saw a large unaccompanied chair across the room, so I made my way through the room to reach it. Unable to focus, I collapsed into the chair as soon as I reached it and clutched tightly to a throw pillow. The sights and sounds of the room were meaningless to me now. Every sound was muffled, every object was a blur. I felt as though my brain was shutting out the rest of the world. This seems pretty neat. I like the little use of pictures and such, and I like the font as well and just the look of this. Next. Playing Isolation and Infinity. There's no controls written anywhere. I'm playing the downloaded version of the game because the windowed version of the game I don't know, it kept fucking up for me. Super laggy. Alright. You seem to have a very messy house. Wow. This is a huge fucking okay. Just kidding, it's actually a very small apartment complex. This is weird. Alright, don't trust your eyes, they don't actually work. God, this is weird. Oh. Suddenly cars. Okay. This is kind of creepy as hell, actually. It's like black figures and white figures and... Next, we're playing Do or Die. Oh, do I just keep pushing? Oh, shit, alright. I didn't expect a face to pop up. Okay. I'm not so scared of you now that I expect you, face. That was like the first one. Am I supposed to do something else? Until face goes away. Nope, you just hit this button. Next. We're playing the Pumpkinification. The first thing you remember is the moment you became a pumpkin. It's one of those damnable sort of memories where it's simply impossible to recall without incurring the instance before. But you remember all of your busy life prior to this, up until the realization that you were in fact a pumpkin. But unfortunately, you remember everything that came after. Daybreak, monthtuary, the numbereth, a day's day. Well, no use ignoring the inevitable. You better get it over with. Go to work. You roll to work since your driver's license doesn't cover squash. You also can't wear your glasses anymore, so if you get pulled over, you'd get a ticket. Fuck the police. It doesn't take you long, as fate would have it, to arrive before most of your coworkers. You roll to your desk and look up at everything. This will just not do. Lower the desk, climb the wall, call HR. You get HR on the horn. Yes, I can't reach my desk. Bring me a bagel, fart. I can't reach my desk. Hold, please. 3 minutes go by, and someone from HR finds you, lifts you up, and drops you on your chair. You're about to inform them that you still can't reach the keyboard when you feel your chair hoisting you up. They really do think of everything in HR. Time to work. Your output, some of the best ever seen in the company. Everyone is impressed with you and disturbed. Really, really disturbed. There's a pumpkin rolling around. Down the halls, into the break room, out of the bathroom. It's unnatural. That is unnatural, you hear someone saying about you. Who the hell said that? Headbutt, file, discrimination suit. The discrimination suit is a torturously grueling affair. It is broadcasted worldwide, and all of your dirty laundry is brought to light. Every tiny embarrassment you forgot about is suddenly damning evidence that proves that you choose to become a pumpkin, with the full expectation that you one day file a suit for discrimination in order to get money. Money, it is said, that you wish to use to found a farm for wayward pumpkins, but this is only a front. A masquerade that your real goal is to pervert innocent pumpkins and teach them to do innocent things to other squash. That's absurd, of course, and after you will prevail. This is pretty neat, actually. The life of a pumpkin. Next.